Hi everyone, good morning. So the last previous class we discussed about the definite integral. So the capital F is the differentiable function and the small f is the integral function. Therefore here the f dash is denoted by f. Then we are taking the integral a to b, the f of x into dx. Okay, the integral a to b f of x and dx is nothing but the area bounded by the curve y equal to f of x comma x-axis and the straight lines x equal to a and x equal to b. This is the numerical value. The integral a to b f of x dx is a numerical value. That means the area of the the area of the curve bounded by y equal to f of x and x-axis and x equal to a and x equal to b. The curve bounded by x-axis and the two straight lines, that is x equal to a and x equal to b. Here a is called the lower limit and b is called the upper limit. So now this can be written as some f of b minus of f of a. This is called the Newton's Leibniz rule. After that, we are discussing some more models in modulus of function. So now today evaluate the integral 0 to pi. The integral 0 to pi 1 upon 3 plus 2 cos x dx. Integral 0 to pi 1 upon 3 plus 2 cos x. So these type of models we have already know that in indefinite integrals. So some models undoubtedly here the limits are there in the definite integrals. Okay, so many problems we have to compare with the indefinite integrals. After we can apply the lower limit and upper limit. Okay, so here this is in the form of rational trigonometric functions. In that case we have to take the cos x. We have to take the cos x is 1 minus tan square x by 2 by 1 plus tan square x by 2. Then also we have to take the tan x by 2 equal to t. Therefore now here put tan x by 2 equal to t. When we are taking the tan x by 2 equal to t, undoubtedly we have also changed the limits also. Therefore, how to change the limits? First you can take lower limit. But if x equal to 0, LL means lower limit. That is means lower limit. If x equal to 0, then what is the tan is? T is the tan of x by 2. When put x 0, tan 0 by 2. Put x equal to 0, tan 0 by 2 is the 0. The tan 0 is the 0. Now we have taken the upper limit. When we are taking the upper limit here, what is the upper limit is? If x equal to 5, then it becomes t equals to tan of x by 2. Tan of x by 2, where x is nothing but pi. That is the tan pi by 2. Therefore, tan pi by 2 we know that infinity. Tan pi by 2 is the infinity. Therefore, this is the lower limit is the 0 and the upper limit is the 0 when we are taking the tan x by 2 equal to t. Therefore, the complete integral can be transformed into either the left limit is the 0 and the upper limit is the infinity. Then you can write 3 plus. We know that the cos x is the 1 minus t square by 1 plus t square. Sin x is the 2t by 1 plus t square and dx is the 2 dt by 1 plus t square. Therefore, now this is 1 minus of t square by 1 plus t square. Dx is the 2 dt by 1 plus t square. Now we have to take the LCM here. This can be written as integral 0 to infinity. Integral 0 to infinity. Here the LCM are cancelled. Now this is 3 into 1, 3, 2 into 1. Therefore now we can write 3 1s are 3, 2 1s are 2, 3 plus 2 is the 5. Now this is the 3t square, this is the minus 2t square. 3t square minus 2t square is the plus t square. This can be written as gt. how to write this one? 2 into integral 0 to infinity 1 upon the root 5 1 upon root 5 whole square plus t square into dt. How to compare this one? Integral 0 to infinity the root 5 whole square plus t square into dt. This is we have to compare with 1 upon x square plus a square. Integral 1 upon a square plus x square is the 1 by a. We know that the integral 1 upon a square plus x square into dx is the 1 by a tan inverse of x by a. That is here 1 by a tan inverse of x by a. Therefore, now we are taking here the 1 by a. 1 by a is the 1 by root 5. The tan inverse of t by root 5. Tan inverse of t by root 5. What are the limits here? 0 to infinity. 0 to infinity. We have to know that here when we are taking the t equals to infinity, infinity means 1 by 0. That means this is completely the value is the infinity. Infinity by root 5 is the infinity. Infinity is the value of tan 90. Infinity is the value of tan 90. That means we can write the 2 by root 5. When we are substituting t equal to infinity, infinity is the value of tan 90. Tan inverse or tan cancel, we got pi by 2. Then we can substitute the lower limit. When we will come upper to lower, then you can take the between the minus sign. Therefore, now here put t equals to 0. Then it is the 0 by root 5 is the 0. 0 is the value of tan 0. Therefore, this is 0. After that, we can write 2 to cancel. Then it will be the pi by root 5 is the answer. Pi by root 5. Is it clear? The pi by root 5 is the answer. Okay. This is the answer. Okay. Pi by root 5. Here the integral, all of you listen, the integral 0 to 1. The integral 0 to 1 dx. When we are taking the LCM is the 1 by e power x. E power x into e power x is the e power x whole square. Then also sending to the numerator is sending here 1 by e power x. When we are taking the LCM as e power x, that is sending to the numerator, then it becomes e power x dx. This is e power x into e power x is the e power x whole square plus 1. So now we are looking to e power x be t. How to find here? When we are taking the e power x equal to t, e power x equal to t, the derivative of e power x, the derivative of e power x is the e power x, the derivative of x is the dx, the derivative of t is the dt. Okay. Then you can write the e power x into dx, we can write dt. Now we are taking the also the limits. Therefore now when upper lower limit, now here put x equal to 0, that implies t equal to e power 0 is the 1. Now the upper limit equals to, we can take t equals to, that implies t equal to e power x. What is the e power x? X we are taking the 1, then it will be e. Is it clear? The lower limit we are taking x equal to 0. T is the e power x. E power 0, 1. T is the e power x. X equal to 1. Then it becomes e. Now the lower limit is the 1 and upper limit is the e. Lower limit is the 1. Yes. The lower limit is the n and upper limit is the e. Therefore here the e power x dx is nothing but the dt. E power x dx is nothing but dt. Then it will be the t square of plus 1. Then it is the t square of plus 1. We know that this is the formula of tan inverse of t. This is the formula of tan inverse of the t. Tan inverse of t. What are the limits here? 1 to e. First we substitute the t equals to e. First we substitute the upper limit. That is the tan inverse of e minus of tan inverse of 1. Everybody know that 1 is the value of tan 45. What is the 1 is tan 45. Then you can write this will be tan inverse of e minus 1 is the value of tan 45 tan inverse tan are cancelled. Therefore, we got pi by 4. This is the required answer. Therefore, tan inverse of E minus of 45. Okay. Here the integral 1 to 2 log x dx. We have to know that in indefinite integrals, the integral of log x into dx. So, how to find the integral of log x into dx? This will be we taken the by parts. Therefore, L is the logarithmic, A is the algebraic function. First will come log, after that algebraic function. Therefore, then it can be written as integral 1 to 2 log x into 1 into dx. This is the form of UV by parts. The log x into 1 into dx. Log x into 1 into dx. Therefore, how to write this one? First you can write the log x. First we can write the log x. The log x. Integral of 1 into dx. Integral of 1 into dx. Is it clear? First you can write u into integral of 1 into dx. The minus of the integral, the derivative of log x is the 1 by x. The derivative of log x is the 1 by x. And integral of 1 into dx be the x. Whole of dx. Is it clear? This is the by part. Everybody know that? First into integral of the second minus derivative of the first, integral of the second into dx. Then it comes integral of 1 into dx is the x. Therefore, this is the 1 dx is the x into log x minus of x. Okay, integral 1 dx is the x. Therefore, this is the 1 to 2. This is the 1 to 2. First we are substituting the 2. Then it comes 2 into, what is the value of here? Put x equal to 2. That means 2 log 2 minus 2. When it will comes to lower limit, then you can take between the minus sign. Okay, first you are substituting x equal to 2. That is 2 into log 2 minus 2. Therefore, now we are substituting the 1. Then we take undoubtedly between the minus sign. Therefore, now this is the 1 into log 1. Log 1 is 0. Then it will be the minus 1. Therefore, now we can write 2 into log 2. 2 into log 2. The minus 2 minus of minus plus 1. This is the minus 1. Therefore, this is the 2 log 2 minus 1. This is the, therefore, suppose this is also written as 2 square. Then it is the log 4. Yes or no? Therefore, 2 is sending to the here. Therefore, then it is the index. Then you can write 2 square is the 4. Log 4 minus 1. But this is the answer here. 2 log 2 minus 1. How to find this one? This complete part is the indefinite integral. We have to take only here. We can substitute the upper and lower limit. When we will come the upper to lower, and we are taking the between the minus sign. Okay? Is it clear? So here now we are going to discuss about the properties of the definite integrals. Properties of the definite integrals. These are very important. So there are five properties are there. So the first one is property 1. The integral 0 to a f of x dx. Integral 0 to a f of x dx is the integral 0 to a f of a minus x. Is it clear? Integral 0 to a f of x dx equal to integral 0 to a f of a minus x. You can write, is there a, is there x, then you can write simply a minus x. Then you can write simply a minus x. How to prove this? Suppose if you are taking the right hand side. What is the right hand side is there? Integral 0 to a. The integral 0 to a f of a minus x is there. F of a minus x dx is there. Okay. The integral 0 to a f of a minus x dx is there. So here we have to take in some a minus x be t. What you take in here? The bracket inner part is. We can take the inner part. The a minus x be taken some t. That will be the t. After differentiation, the minus of dx, the derivative of the constant 0, the derivative of x is the minus of x is the minus dx, then its derivative is the dt. Therefore, we are taking the dx equal to minus of the dt. Dx equal to minus of dt. Therefore, we are also taken here the lower limit and the upper limit. Here, what we are observing here, first of all you are substituting the lower limit. When we are substituting the lower limit, put x equal to 0, then that implies the lower limit is x equal to 0, t equal to a minus of 0. We can replace it by x equal to 0, that becomes a minus 0 is the a. Therefore t becomes a. Now the upper limit will be, what is the upper limit is here? The x t is become a minus x, therefore x is the a. We are taking a minus a equal to 0. Is it clear? T is the a minus of x. Therefore, what we are taking when you are substituting here, the x equal to a, that is a minus xb, we are taking some t, a minus a 0. Therefore, lower limit is x equal to 0, that is a minus 0 is the a. These are the lower and upper limits. Therefore, now it can be written as, just 1 minute, we can write here. The integral 0 to a, the 0 to a is here, when we are taking the 0, we got the lower limit is the a. Lower limit is the a. But the is it clear? Lower limit is the a. Therefore, if we taken x equal to a, the upper limit is the 0. Upper limit is the 0. You can write f of t, this one. The dx is the minus of dt. The dx is the minus of dt. Is it clear? Therefore, how to write this one? When it is got minus, undoubtedly we can interchange the limits. Then we got here, this is the integral 0 to a, the integral 0 to a f of t dt. Therefore, f of t dt, where we are taking t equal to x. Suppose if you are taking in the rough, t may be x, the dt equal to dx. They are not made, they are not be changed. When we are taking, suppose t equal to x, dt equal to dx, upper and lower limits also same. We are taking the t equal to x, upper and lower limit will be not changed. Therefore, then you can write dt equal to dx. That's why this can be also written as, simply you can write integral 0 to a, the replaced by t is the x, f of x dx. This is the LHS. That is the 0 to a, that is the 0 to a f of x into dx. This is the answer. Okay. Integral 0 to a f of x dx. The integral 0 to a f of x dx be written as integral 0 to a f of a minus x into dx. F of a minus x into dx. Is it okay? So here the integral 0 to pi by 2. The integral 0 to pi by 2 cos power 5 by 2 x into dx upon sin power 5 by 2 x plus cos power 5 by 2 x. So we can apply the property 1. Just now we discussed the properties, that is the 0 to a. All of you listen here. The 0 to a f of x dx. How to write this one? The integral 0 to a f of x dx is nothing but integral 0 to a f of a minus x. The x can be written as f of a minus x. Everybody clear here? Now we can write, this will be taken some 1. So now I equals to 0 to pi by 2. 0 to pi by 2. What you can write, x is pi by 2 minus x. Is it clear? We can write x is a minus x. Therefore here the cos of 90 minus x is the sin x. First you can write the replaced by x is the 90 minus x. Cos of 90 minus x is the sin x. That is sin power 5 by 2x upon the sin of 90 minus x is the cos of x. Next one, the cos of 90 minus x is the sin of x whole of dx. This can be taken as the 2. This will be taken some 2. So we can write the 1 plus 2, that implies when the limits are equal, we have to take the algebraic method, algebraic property. So the last class, previous class, we have to discuss f plus g of x can be written as, how to write this one? When the limits are equal, undoubtedly you can write this is integral 0 to a f of x into dx plus integral 0 to a g of x into dx. Is it clear? How to write this one? The integral f of x dx plus g of x dx when the limits are equal. So in this case also we have to take here the 1 plus 2. We can observe we have to take I plus I is the 2i. the I plus I, we can add in the left hand side, I plus I is the 2I. So here the integrals, the limits, lower limit and upper limit will be same. The denominators are here the equal. This is the denominator, this one is denominator. When the denominator is equal, then we can add in the numerators. That means what is the denominator here? The sine of, so the sine power 5 by 2x, the cos power 5 by 2x. Therefore now we add in the numerators. What are the numerator? Cos power 5 by 2x plus sine power 5 by 2x. These are same. What we are observing here, the numerator value and the denominator value are equal. When they are equal, that values must be equal to 1. The numerator and denominator here, the cos power 5 by 2x plus sine power 5 by 2x upon sine power 5 by 2x plus cos power 5 by 2x. When the numerator and denominator is equal, then its value is 1. Therefore this is integral of 0 to 90, that 0 to 90 1 into dx. We have to know that integral of 1 into dx is the x. 1 into dx is the x. The limits are 0 to pi by 2. We know that the Leibniz rule, the Newton's Leibniz rule, first we are substituting the x equal to 90. Then we are substituting x equal to 0. That is 90 minus 0 be the 90. This is the value of 2i. This is the value of 2i equal to pi by 2. But the value of I equal to pi by 4. This is using the first property. We can use the first property. Integral of 0 to a f of x dx equal to integral 0 to a f of a minus x into dx. Is it clear? The integral 0 to a f of x into dx equal to integral 0 to a f of a minus x dx. Is it clear? Okay. So the property 2, integral a to b f of x dx equal to integral a to b f of a plus b minus x. So all of you listen here. The a to b f of x dx. Is it clear? Integral a to b f of x dx. Suppose it will be the answer. We know that the f is the differentiable function, small f is the integral function. Then you know that the integral a to b f of x dx is the f of b minus f of a, f of b minus f of a. So this can be also written as, when you can interchange these limits, all of you listen here, when we can interchange these limits, that will be the minus of b to a f of x dx. Is it clear? When we are taking the minus here, when we are taking the minus, undoubtedly the limits will be changed. A to b becomes b to a. How? Why the limits are changed? Why the limits are changing? Here when we are thinking it is, when it is a multiple with minus on both sides, all of you listen here, when we are multiple with minus on both sides, so when we are multiple with minus on both sides, then it becomes f of a minus of f of b. Is it clear? F of a minus f of b. Therefore here the f of a minus f of b, when we are multiple with minus, so this is multiple with minus. So when we are multiple with minus, just 1 minute. Now this is multiple with minus on both sides. Integral a to b f of x dx. The integral a to b f of x dx. Is it clear? When it is a multiple with minus on both sides, then it will comes f of a minus f of b. Is it clear? The first of all we have to multiple with minus. This is a minus a to b f of x dx. This is the f of a minus f of b. Just now you can write, this is how to write this one. This is the first, you can write f of b a. This is the b to a. Therefore this is a, this is a, this is b, f of x dx. Is it clear? How to write this one? This is b, this is a. Therefore upper limit is the b, lower limit is the a. When it is the a, it is b. Upper limit be a, lower limit be b. Lower limit be b. Therefore now we have to multiply with minus. Then it is integral a to b f of x dx. integral a to b f of x dx is the, when you have to multiple with minus, the minus of a to b, when you can here, what you get here? The minus of b to a f of x dx. Is it clear? This is the minus of, multiple with minus, this is a to b f of x dx. This is the minus of b to a f of x dx. What is observing here? This is f of x dx is same. This is the a to b, this is b to a. When the limits are interchanged, upper is a lower, then you can take the negative sign. Then we are taking the negative sign. That is it clear? Just wait 1 minute. Here we know that, we have to know that integral a to b f of x dx is the f of b minus f of a. Suppose it will be multiple with minus, then it comes f of a minus f of b. How to write this one? This is f of a minus f of b is the a b to a. This is the lower limit, this is upper limit. A b to a f of x dx. After that we have to multiple with minus. This is plus, this is the minus. So what we are looking here, the f of x dx is same, but here the upper and lower limits are ab, but here the upper and lower limits are b. Okay, here the lower and upper is the ab, here the lower and upper is the b to a. Okay, therefore this is the, you can, another observation, the a, when you can interchange the a to b, that will become b to a, undoubtedly we have to take the minus sign. And another property is, when the limits are equal, when the limits are equal, then it will be the f of a minus f of a, it will be 0. When the limits lower and upper limit is 0, the definite integral value is must be 0. The value of the definite integral is always 0. When the lower limit and upper limit are equal, undoubtedly you can write a to a f of x dx is always 0. The upper limit and lower limit are equal, then its integral, the definite integral value is always equal to 0. Limits are changed, then the value must be take opposite sign. Then the another one is, yesterday in the previous class we have discussed about where C belongs to the open interval AB, then you can write integral of a to b f of x dx. We can split into the two integrals. How to write this one? A to c f of x dx, a to c f of x dx plus the integral c to b f of x into dx. Is it clear? Then it is integral a to c f of x dx plus integral c to b f of x dx. Here this is the a to b, integral a to b f of x dx equal to integral a to c f of x dx, integral c to b f of x dx. I am requesting you all, please complete the similar models with the help of reference, either Singej or Harihant or R.D. Sharma or Diksha and Disha, and one more thing, McGrail. Okay, are you understand? Akash or Fitzy or any material, we have to take any reference. All of you complete the similar models of indefinite integral or definite integral. This is the very important time, and also very leisure time is there. All of you, I am requesting you, please practice them, more number of more sums and a number of terms. That will be the revision for you. Okay, therefore now we are going to discuss about the second property. The second property. In the second property, is there the left hand side? What is there? Integral a to b. The integral a to b f of a plus b minus x into dx. The integral f of a plus b minus x into dx. How to write the? How to take here? In the just we take the a plus b minus x equal to t. Is it clear? The a plus b minus x be t. A plus b minus x is the t. Therefore, now this is the minus of dx. The minus of dx is the dt. Therefore, dx equal to minus dt. Let the a plus b minus x be t. Minus of dx is the dt. Then you can write the dx is the minus of dt. Now we are substituting the first the lower limit a. Put x equal to a cancel. This is the b. Now substituting the b. Therefore here bb cancel, this is a. Now are you clear? First of all you have to substitute the lower limit a instead of x. A minus a 0, t is the b. Now we are substituting the upper limit b, that is b minus b, 0, that is a. Now we can write the f of, this will be the t. This is the t. What is the dx is there? Minus of dt. Minus of dt. Is it clear? This is minus of dt. Therefore, minus of dt. Just now we discussed about when it is take opposite sign, undoubtedly the limits will be changed. Upper is the lower, lower is the upper. That means the minus will take place. The a to b, the b to a is the a to b f of t dt. Where we are taking the t equal to x, that is dt equal to dx. Therefore, limits not be changed. When t equal to x, undoubtedly, therefore, suppose we are taking t is a, x equal to a, suppose t equal to b, x equal to b, f of x dx, dt equals to dx. Is it clear? When they are equal, limits are same, the t becomes x. This is integral a to b, this is integral a to b, f of t dt is the f of x dx. That is the left hand side. Okay, this is the second property. The property 1 is integral 0 to a f of x dx equal to integral 0 to a f of a minus x into dx. The property 2 is integral a to b f of x dx equal to integral a to b f of a plus b minus x. The integral a to b f of a plus b minus x into dx. Okay, evaluate the integral pi by 6 to pi by 3 under root sin x upon root of sin x plus root of cos x into dx. Just now we discussed the integral a to b f of x dx. The integral a to b f of x dx be the f of, what is the second property? Integral a to b f of a plus b minus of x. Instead of x we taken a plus b minus of x dx. So the second property is integral a to b f of x dx is the integral a to b f of a plus b minus x. So here this is 30, this is 60, 30 plus 60 90. Therefore first you can take the I, the integral pi by 6 to pi by 3 sin x under root the cos x under root dx. This is the one. This is the one. Now we can write here, just now we completed the property 2. The integral a to b f of x dx is the integral a to b f of a plus b minus x into dx. Therefore here this is the 60 plus 30. 60 plus 30 is the 90. Therefore this is the 90 minus x, sine of 90 minus x. By using the property 2, the integral of 30 to 60, the sine of 90 minus of x, the sine of 90 minus x under root. Okay, after that similarly you can write here the sine of again 90 minus of x. Now this is also under root cos of 90 minus of x, 90 minus x of whole of dx. This is the integral you can write the pi by 6 to pi by 3 under root of sin 90 minus x is the cos x. The integral of sin 90 minus x is the cos x. This is also cos x. This is also sin x. This will be 2. Is it okay? Sin 90 minus x cos x. Sin 90 minus x be the cos x. Cos 90 minus x is the sin x. So now here the 1 plus 2, that implies we can write the 1 plus 2. The 1 plus 2, that implies, how to write this one? 1 plus 2. Here the left hand side is the I is there. Here also I. I plus I becomes 2I. The I plus I is the 2I is there. Now we can write the limits are pi by 6 to pi by 3. The limits will be taken the pi by 6 to pi by 3. The limits we are taking the pi by 6 to pi by 3. So when we know that the algebra property, when the limits are equal, here these two limits are equal, the f plus g of x equal to f plus g of x. Here the denominator are equal. Then the LCM is the, when the denominators are equal, LCM is the same. Therefore you can write root of sin x plus root of cos x is the LCM. So now adding the numerators, then it is also root of sin x. Everybody write that root of sin x, root of cos x. So here we are looking here, these two are equal. The numerator and the denominator equal, then its value is the 1. That is that 2I equals to pi by 6 to pi by 3 integral of 1 into dx. We know that integral 1 into dx is the x. Integral 1 into dx is the x. That means x into pi by 3 to pi by 6 to pi by 3. So first you are substituting x equal to pi by 3. That's become x equal to pi by 3 minus of pi by 6. This is the pi by 3. Then you will come lower limit. We have to take minus of pi by 6. 60 minus 30. 60 minus 30 is the 30. That is pi by 6. Now into 2 sending to the other side, it will come I equals to pi by 12. I equals to pi by 12 is the answer. Okay. This is the integral value. Therefore I equals to pi by 12. Therefore what is the I here? This is integral 30 to 60 under root sin x upon root of sin x plus root of cos x dx is the pi by 12. Why here we have to apply the second property. What is the second rule? Integral a to b f of x dx equal to integral a to b f of a plus b minus x. So what simple observation here. So what is the thought here? The a and b. What is the a? 60, 30. What is the b? 60. When you can observing here, the 30 plus 60 is the 90. The 90 minus of x, that means when you can apply the second property, the f of a plus b minus x, that is 30 plus 60, that is 90 minus x. The 90 minus x, we know that sin 90 minus x, cos x. Cos 90 minus x, sin x. Cosecant 90 minus x, secant x. Secant 90 minus x, cosecant x. Tan 90 minus x, cot x. Cot of 90 minus x is the tan x. That's why we are observing here. When you can apply the a plus b minus x, undoubtedly we get the x. Integral of 1 dx is the x. That means 60 minus 30 is the 30. Therefore we are into 2 is sending to the other side by 2. That is the 15. Okay. Right. Now the property 3, third property. Minus a to a, integral minus a to a f of x into dx is the twice into integral 0 to a f of x dx. If the f of x be an even function, it is the value 0, f of x is the odd function. F of x is the odd function. Here the minus a to a, we have to know that the between of minus a to a is the 0 is there. The negative numbers and between numbers between is there 0. Therefore here we have to take the first step, LHS. Left hand side is minus a to a f of x dx. And another condition we have to know that what is the meaning of even and odd functions. F of minus x equal to f of x, then the f of x is said to be even. The f of minus x equal to f of minus of x. Suppose if you are taking f of x equal to x square minus of x, that is the minus x whole square is the x square. That is nothing but f of x. Then it is called the even function. This is called even function. So the even function is symmetric about the y-axis. Symmetric about the y-axis. But the odd functions are symmetric about the origin only. We have to take f of x equal to y equal to f of y equal to x square is the graph is this one. Therefore this is the symmetric about the y equal to x square is symmetric about the y-axis. Now we are taking the odd functions. The f of minus x equal to, suppose f of minus x equal to minus of f of x, then it is said to be odd. F of minus x is f of x, it is a even function. F of minus x equal to minus of f of x, it's called odd function. Therefore here the odd function is, suppose if we are taking the f of x is the x cube, minus of x whole cube is the minus of x cube. That means this is the graph of the y equal to x cube. Therefore this is the symmetric about the origin only. This is the symmetric about the origin. Therefore here two conditions are given, that one of the condition is the even and other condition is the odd. One of the condition is the even and other condition is the odd. How to write this one? This is, you can write minus a to 0 f of x, minus a to 0 f of x, and the second one is 0 to a f of x dx. Is it clear? The first one you can write minus a to 0 f of minus a to 0 f of x, 0 to a. Here 0 0 is cancelled. Therefore this is, you can write what is the, how to write this one? The given limit is split into the two parts. The first one is minus a to 0. We have to take 0 is the between to the minus a to a, that is integral minus a to 0 f of x dx, 0 to a f of x dx. This is nothing but minus a to a integral minus a to a f of x dx. Therefore here we observe the instead of x we are taking some, instead of x we are taking some, all of you listen here, the instead of x we are taking some minus t, instead of x is we are taking minus t. Therefore here the x equal to minus t, that implies the dx equal to, listen here, minus of dt, the dx equal to minus of dt. Therefore this is here, what is the listening here, when we are taking x equal to minus a, when you are taking the x equal to the lower limit x equal to minus a, minus of minus a is the plus a, minus of minus a is the plus a. If you take an x equal to minus a, the lower limit will be minus of minus plus a. Therefore again we are substituting the upper limit, instead of x is 0, then the t will be the 0. Therefore f of what is the x is minus of t, minus of t. What is the dx is minus of dt. You can write the minus at the front of the integral. You can write at the beginning of the integral. Therefore here minus integral a to 0 f of minus t dt. The last one you can write 0 to a, don't change this one, the 0 to a f of x dx. Just we know that when the minus sign is there, you can interchange the limits. We can interchange the limits. Therefore we are getting here, that will be the integral, the minus is a plus, we can interchange these two, 0 to a f of minus t dt, minus t dt plus 0 to a f of x dx. Is it know that when we are taking the t will be the x here, when you can taking the t will be the x, the limits are not changed. You can take, suppose in this case again we are taking suppose t equal to x, therefore dt equal to dx, the limits will be the same. We are taking t0 x0, we are taking ta x is a, that will means dt equal to dx. Therefore we can write here, instead of t we are taking the x is here, undoubtedly it will comes integral 0 to a f of minus x dx, therefore 0 to a f of x dx. Therefore tx, here t dt is become dx. Therefore you are looking here 0 to a limits, here also 0 to a limits. Just now we discussed about the even and the odd. F is the even, we know that f is even. If f is an even function, then you can write the f of minus x be the f of x. Is it clear? When the f is an even function, the f of minus x be the f of x. Therefore we can write the f of minus x is the f of x. That's why you can written as integral 0 to a f of x dx. This is also 0 to a f of x dx. These are same. The integral 0 to a f of x dx is there. Here also integral 0 to a f of x is dx is there. Therefore here x plus x to x, similarly a plus a to a. Similarly here also integral 2 into integral 0 to a f of x dx. That will be the first one. When we are taking the f is a odd function, if f is the odd function, f of minus x is the minus of f of x. Therefore here the f of minus x be the minus of f of x. These two are cancelled. Undoubtedly we get for the odd function, the integral value of this one is the 0. If f is an odd, we have to take the f of minus x be the minus of f of x. Is it clear? When f is an odd function, we have to take f of minus x be the minus of f of x. Therefore the f of minus x dx equal to minus of f of x. Therefore integral 0 to a minus of f of x dx plus integral 0 to a f of x dx equal to 0. Then we got the complete value is the 0. That is given by the f is a even function twice into 0 to f of x dx. F is a odd function, then it will comes minus 0 to a f of x dx plus 0 to f of x dx. This will be cancelled. We get the 0. This is the answer. Therefore, when you can observe the integral entire it is a even, you can write twice into 0 to a, and you can observe the it is a odd function. And another observation is here, we can always these are equal, a to a, the limits are equal but they have opposite sign. They have same sign, it value is 0. That will be, you know that when they are the same limits it will be the 0, but they have equal but the opposite sign. Suppose it is a even function, you can write twice into 0 to f of x dx. It is a odd function, undoubtedly you can write its solution will be the 0. Okay, right. Here suppose we are taking the minus 1 to 1 x square dx. X square is even function, yes or no? X square is a even function. Therefore, x square is even function, you can write, just now we discussed about 0 to 1 x square dx. Just now we discussed the third property, the x square dx. X square is even function, you can take 0 to 1 twice into. What is the integral x square is? That is the x cube by 3. The limits are 0 to 1 into 2. 2 into the integral of x square dx is the x cube by 3. Now substituting 1. That is the 1 by 3 minus 0, that is the 2 by 3. Is it clear? With x equal to 1, that will be the 1 by 3 minus 0. We got the 2 by 3 is the answer. Suppose we are taking the integral. So, the one more method is there. If you don't know that twice into 0 to x square dx, undoubtedly we can directly find the x cube by 3 minus 1 to 1. This is first you can write substitute 1 by 3. Minus of here minus 1 cube. Is it clear? When will comes the upper to lower, we have to take between minus. First we are substituting 1 by 3. This is minus cube is minus 1 cube is the minus 1 by 3. After that minus plus. This is also 2 by 3. So this is the one method. This is the direct method. X square is the x cube by 3. We have to take here the limits are minus 1 and 1. Therefore, that is 1 substituting here 1 by 3. Minus 1 cube is the minus 1 by 3. Then it will come minus of minus plus. It will be the 2 by 3. So, it is to find the difficult because we have to substituting upper and lower limits. But here the lower limit will be the 0. 0 cube by 3 is the 0. That is for even function. Suppose it is an odd function. We are taking some x cube dx. That is minus 1 to 1. Undoubtedly you can write directly the answer is 0. That is the property 3. When they are equal limits but they have opposite sign, its magnitude is opposite. Therefore here 1 and 1 but they have the opposite sign. Undoubtedly it will be the odd function. It must be, you can directly write 0. Because you can write, we know that the integral of x cube x dx, that is nothing but x power 4 by 4. What are the limits here? Minus 1 to 1. We know that the integral of x cube is x power 4 by 4. That's why the limits are here minus 1 to 1. We know that 1 by 4 this is. You can put minus from the lower limit. Therefore, you can take the minus sign between the upper limit, substituting upper limit and lower limit. 1 power 4 is the 1. Then you can take between the minus sign. This is the minus of 1 power 4 is the 1. 1 by 4. What is the answer here? These are cancelled. We get 0. We got 0. Therefore, when you can observe directly it is the odd function, undoubtedly we are taking the 0. Suppose here the integral minus 1 to 1 is there, x square sine inverse of x upon 1 minus of x square into dx. What is the solution here? Don't think first. First of all, when they are limits are equal and they have opposite sign, first you can check it is a even or odd. Therefore, this is the even function f of minus x. First you are check, this is the f of x equal to x square into sine inverse of x by 1 minus x square. Now we can write here, this will be the minus of x square is the plus. Sine inverse of minus x is the minus of sine inverse of x. Therefore, this is under root of minus x whole square is the plus. Is it clear? First of all, you are instead of instead of x, that means substituting or replaced by x is minus x whole square plus x square. Sin inverse of minus x be the minus of sin inverse x. Therefore you can write the beginning minus at the beginning. Therefore under root of 1 minus of minus x whole square is the plus. This is nothing but minus of f of x. Therefore this is a odd function. When you can observe this complete f of x, this yes we have to take f of x square into sin inverse of x by upon root of 1 minus x square be the odd function. Then it is odd, you can write directly the 0 is the solution. The integral value of the definite integral value when the f of x is a 0, f of x is a odd function, but the limits are equal, they have opposite sign, its values must be 0. Its values must be 0. Okay. This is today. So two more properties are there. Okay, all of you complete the similar models. Thank you all.